The only reason I don't share this part in my video because probably it will be a headache to and make the audience understand, because most of my audience or maybe half of my audience they don't ride long distance. I think 90% of my audience don't ride long distance. Every tourer out there, every guy who pushed themselves into the limit, they're a crazy person, and you have to be crazy if you want to reach somewhere in your life. Yes, some of them die also. I have heard of a lot of sad stories also.
Finally, Nikhil visited Kolkata. This has been on the cards for 2 years. He invited me to Mumbai. Unfortunately, he still couldn't make it, maybe one day. But finally, he has come to Kolkata and he's doing something with his phone, which I'm not sure what is.
Replying to my subscribers as always. Always replying to my subscribers.
No, you don't reply to it.
I reply to as many as possible.
So the thing is, you've just made a huge trip. It's around 2,700 kilometers, I guess, from Mumbai.
No, from Mumbai, Nagpur is 840.
And then?
From Nagpur to Kolkata, it's 1,119. So you can say that
2,000.
So you can say 2,000.
Yeah, 2,000. So he has been, and that's Fuzz Rides. If you guys don't know him, he also has a YouTube channel called Fuzz Rides. And he's been joining him on a Continental GT. God, I hate that bike.
He was making that bike look good, to be very honest. He was making that bike look very good.
Did you swap?
No, never. I'm a spoiled kid now.
Okay. Before we started rolling the camera, we were talking a little bit about risks on motorcycles. By the way, I didn't ride to a subscriber meetup of Nikhil today because I rode on my friend's bike, Speedy Pert's bike, because I crashed my bike. An auto hit me. Get to know a little bit from them how risky it was this time, because I've been following on Facebook. It's very risky. They've been saying it's very scary. So that's the point.
See, when it comes to the risk, you have to take the risk. We were riding at night.
Yeah.
We were riding in a place wherein it is infested with lots of activities, political activities. But then we were confident that we can easily do it.
By political, what do you mean? Like the Naxalite terrorism thing
exactly.
you're talking about?
Yep.
Okay. That's
The
not
entire
exactly.
strip was. The worst part being the roads, which were not at all helping us reach our destination on time.
And what about traffic?
Traffic, we never encountered any traffic.
There was no traffic at all. Only just before entering West Bengal, there was
Trucks.
the truck. I was riding at that road the moment I entered West Bengal, that straight patch. I was at 145.
Yeah.
Although it was scary.
So how did you keep up with 140?
No, he was behind. He was 15
I
minutes
was
behind.
doing 100, 150.
The thing is
at the
that-
max.
So did he have to stop for you?
Obviously.
The thing is that
Otherwise-
he was very sleepy and tired. So if I'll ride in his pace, it will make him more sleepy.
Yeah.
So what I do, I ride fast, I reach a safe destination, and I wait for him. I know I was doing the wrong thing by leaving him alone, but then I used to go ahead and I used to wait after 10-15 kilometers. I used to wait for him.
So
And I went back also 1 or 2 times to see he's okay or not. And he was okay.
See, that's the way actually you do it all.
He's an experienced rider. That is the reason I risked it. Would have been a new guy.
experience about Ladakh. Since we are rolling now, I'd like you to share that part again. So for my subscribers back there, this part will tell you why I talk about gears, why I tell you that it's not all fun and games of motorcycle. Just listen to him.
Okay, so Ladakh, I have done it 24 times so far. I was exploring an unknown area. Even Ladakh, for that matter, for the first time, it was an unknown. So what happened with me was I fell off a cliff. Which was around about 400 feet below that road. There was no one around. After falling, the only hope that I had was that unexplored part of the strip. Anyone passes by would notice my bike and probably might even look down, because there was no way of climbing up. Because
So your bike was above, and you, how did you fall down?
There was one army Tatra truck.
Okay.
It's a 6-wheeler.
Yeah.
And
They're always passing.
they always pass through.
Every half an hour.
And this strip that I'm talking about, this happens to be very close to a place called Marsimlikla. Only a hardcore biker would attempt that pass. That is the world's highest, unofficially the highest pass.
Yeah.
So once you actually pass through that, there is a small village and everything. However, crossing that, that's where the border comes in.
Yeah.
And in the border, you usually find all kinds of army presence. However, in my case, what happened was, there was an army truck which was actually taking a turn. I was standing right on the U-turn, the hairpin bit, and I was clicking some pictures.
Okay.
While clicking the picture, what happened was this Tata truck, the rear end of it actually hit my bike, and I was right next to my bike. The bike pushed me and I fell off. And that guy did not have a clue that I fell off.
The
It
truck
took-
guy.
Yeah. So what happened was they did notice that there was a bike, but they didn't notice that someone actually fell off. After 3 days, I was rescued by the same driver who actually hit me, because he noticed that the bike is still standing there with the tripod and with the SLR. So that's where he stopped. He looked around. He couldn't find anyone. He called for an air support. The Indian Army, the Indian Air Force helicopter came. They picked me up after 3 days.
I know you cut out all the the very very risky parts.
No,
like,
never.
in a way, I've never seen you talk about the risks and how close to death you are, because I can see it as a motorcyclist, but sometimes when I'm talking to my subscribers, maybe you don't portray it in such a way, but when I'm talking to my subscribers, they are always like, I want to do this long tour, Nikhil does it, why don't you do it? Most people don't understand that we're living very close to death, riding to the edge of your own limits. Like, you're tired. Prasad
That is
was
the
telling
fun.
me.
No, that is the
Prasad
fun.
was telling me that in one of the rides you called him and you were falling asleep. You're more likely to crash in that condition.
See, I'll tell you what is a real ride. I know what you're talking about. That you're tired, you will just back. I spoke to a lot of experienced rider. I'm basically a newbie in front of them. But that's what I was sharing my experience with them. The only reason I don't share this part in my video, because probably it will be a headache to and make the audience understand, because most of my audience, or maybe half of my audience, they don't ride long distance. I think 90% of my audience
Yeah,
don't
of
ride
course,
long
they don't.
distance. That day, you can ride a bike with your split personality on. With that said, you have an autopilot. So your body goes into autopilot mode. Inside, you've set a GPS Nagpur and you're riding. And then you have a thinking ki, क्या करोगे? क्या करोगे? Camera निकालो क्या? Opening the back. Everything, how half of your brain is controlling your body. Limitless version. There was a movie Limitless. Your mind goes into 100%. So 100% your body is focused of not dying. Your survival instinct increases. So your second personality is riding a motorcycle, not you. So that time, okay, that doesn't mean I can sleep and the bike will go automatically.
No, of course not.
When I was tired, I'm a kind of a crazy person, and if you ask me, every tourer out there, every guy who pushed themselves into the limit, they are a crazy person, and you have to be crazy if you want to reach somewhere in your life. Yes, some of them die also. I have heard of a lot of sad stories also. I love myself. I'm very selfish about when it's come to me. I push myself to the limit, but I'm at the same time aware. इसके आगे नहीं जाना.
So how do you define that limit? Like, it comes within you, or like
Yeah,
there's
okay, like this. In the beginning, you're like this. You're tired. And then you're like, this jhatka comes. That means, okay, your body is going there. So you need to stop. You need to massage your eyes, drink some tea, and sit on the motorcycle. No, if the moment your body goes into relaxation mode, you cannot ride. Have that maturity also.
Yeah.
So the moment you have the maturity, the moment you have autopilot mode on, the moment you know, the moment you're thinking about your mother all the time, 99.9% chances are that you will not die with your own mistake. You will not, okay, कोई किसी ने ठोक दिया,
Yeah.
somebody is trying to do something wrong, then that's a different story. But
Riding a GT Continental, that
Yeah.
too, in the kind of posture
and he
that
was like
it
riding
was.
at 120, 115 with the backpack on his shoulder, with a very loose saddlebag. I was like, oh my god, how this guy is doing, and that to the speed breaker in West Bengal and Orissa is, oh my god, it's like a suicide breaker.
Yeah.
It will kill you.
True, yeah.
It literally will kill you.
So You see, this
And
is not
we are
fun
actually,
games.
just imagine yourself riding a GT Continental at 120 and you see a speed breaker right 10 feet in
No
front of you.
ABS. For me,
With no ABS.
Trust me, if it's a smooth road, you don't want to ride that bike. I mean, by the way, why did you take that bike? I mean, you have other bikes, I presume.
Yeah. So
Then-
the reason why I actually took that bike, first and foremost,
Yeah.
I never took it for a long run.
Okay.
It
But
doesn't matter. The bike doesn't matter. You. It's the person who is riding the bike. That is what matters. Any bike you can push it.
would
Push
you
it
agree
to
or
the
disagree?
I agree.
But you'd rather have a better bike.
Because I'm not just a rider anymore now. I'm not just a rider anymore now.
Yeah, you'd have to think about it.
I'm a YouTuber also. I have to think about the shoot. I have to carry all the gears because the thing is, a lot of people say that, oh, he's not enjoying his ride. But they don't ask themselves, he's making a 30 minutes video out of a 30 hours ride. So I am enjoying my ride. But as a vlogger, I have to share my story. So if I see something, oh, this thing, I make sure I need to tell my subscribers. So what cheese I show them and then I talk about it. And then I talk about it in three, four different ways. That's it. You won't believe. And one single charge, I have done Mumbai to Kolkata. One single 32 GB battery. Can you beat that? 32 GB battery from Mumbai to Kolkata and the video will be at least 40 minutes. Motor vlogging, travel vlogging, I do hardly use Canon. Canon can go one battery for 1 week. If I'm doing motor vlogging, because hardly I'm like removing and I'm talking very rarely. But this time I have experimented a lot. So my Kolkata vlog will be a different level and
So you guys will find that when that comes out, I don't
this
know.
will be a different level. But when I say different level, don't expect like a very high quality editing. As a vlogger, my job, not my job, I would say my job is to make my viewers feel that they were just with me all the time. Earlier it was just a GoPro camera. Now thoda idhar, thoda udhar, thoda style, thoda nahi.
Drone.
Drone.
So, so you've been vlogging for about, I'd say, I've
6 months.
Yeah, 6 months. So actually, the way you've ridden probably everywhere and back 24 times. Ladakh 24 times. I mean, do you miss the fact that you didn't vlog those parts out back then?
I'll tell you honestly, the reason why I even got into motovlog is not because I wanted to. No, it's because nobody experiences the things that we, the bikers, actually experience it
Yeah.
on daily basis on any kind of a tour. Now, here there is a difference. I mean, there is a person who is a traveler.
Yeah.
Me.
He or she. No, not you. He or she.
I'm a traveler.
Who is trying to do a travel vlog. They are doing it their way.
Yeah.
But there is something called as a biker's view as well. It's a completely different story.
Experience,
Look at his videos till date.
Yeah.
He has actually created a new kind of format
Yeah.
for all the motor vloggers to follow.
Yeah.
How many motor vloggers do you know who have ever actually even taken a bike and gone for a short ride, 300 kilometer ride or 400 kilometer?
Short ride.
People
300
will
short
claim,
ride.
okay? I'll tell you one thing.
It's like, yeah,
A short-
that's
it's
short.
a short
Fine,
ride,
that-
actually.
Chal yaar, bhajiya kha kar.
There are people who actually claim that they have done rides here, there. Where is the proof?
No, it's not proof.
But there is a difference. Even I claim that I have done 24 times. Nobody knows it, right? You don't really do it for everyone.
Yeah.
But when you actually do it for everyone, that's when you actually require gear. I became more into a. See, I was already friends with him, you, and most of the you guys. But I never actually got into motovlogs at all. Reason why? Because I really didn't feel that there was an empty space.
Yeah.
But then later on I realized that there is a huge lack of it. So let me just get into it and start, yeah.
I think Nikhil has to add something because he just raised
No,
it.
I remember I was doing Ladakh. I spoke to him
Yeah.
that what I should do. I spoke to many people that time, but that content that I'm talking to, taking suggestion from, I never used to add in my videos. Now I add. If I'm doing something, I always add that I've taken suggestion from this people. I've taken suggestion from this people. I want my audience to know. and probably my audience also wants to know. That time I spoke to him, he gave me a few suggestions, tips and tricks, what you should do and all that. To be very honest, everything was going above my head. Huh? यहाँ रुकना खारदुंगला ये मतलब खार क्या दूंगला. I only know the word Ladakh. See, Nikhil, you need to understand something. Ladakh is in Leh. Leh has Ladakh. Leh has Khardungla. Leh has Pangong. Well, Ladakh जाने का बस. No, Nikhil, not understanding. Leh is a place. It has. Oh, you listen to me. You go here. Well, you don't have an easy name for this. Khar what? Nikhil, listen. You have your pen or paper. I was like a noob. I was like, see, I will ride. Can I ride? No, can I ride? Yeah, you can ride. Okay, will I have any problem? No. I will not die. No, that is depend. Okay, Buster. For me, I don't make plans. I can ride. I have good stamina. I will try not to crash, and I will do the ride.
Have you ever crashed on any of the tours?
Never.
Your friend crashed in Ladakh.
Everybody crashed in Ladakh. Everybody crashed in Ladakh except me. Probably because I have this thing called fear. I'm always scared, to be very honest. I don't show that. As I was saying, you have this personality. So I have this personality who's very darpok. And that darpok personality and the selfish personality, they join hands and they say, "Bas Nikhil ko marne nahi de."
Have you ever talked about this part in the vlog that your fear keeps you alive? Because this is something I am hearing for the first time.
I think I said that. There was never a need to say that. There was never a need. Because, see, now I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
He's there. We kind of having a conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, for the audience, I'm talking to you, I'm talking to him, and we three are having a conversation.
Yeah.
But when I'm vlogging, I'm not talking to one or two person. I'm talking to everyone.
Yeah.
So I have to limit myself because whatever I say, I have to give a definition and meaning.
Yeah.
So I never thought of giving a reason because obviously it doesn't look. People will say, "Oh, you never look feared, you never look scared." But I am scared every single time. The thing is that I always should I push this? So I pushed it, and the moment I no, इसके ऊपर नहीं जाना. See there, okay. There was a thing called RJ rule. Do you remember what you call it? RJ 85%, 75%. I forgot. Royal Jordan.
Yeah. He does.
In that, he spoke something, and that every biker can relate. 80% you are riding, and this is 20% or something like that. You tell yourself, इसके ऊपर you can't push yourself to the limit. Beside that limit. When you watch as a viewer, you think, okay, he's pushing himself to the limit. But no, in reality, I'm not pushing myself to the limit. Okay, where I'm pushing when I'm riding for non-stop for long, there I'm pushing.
Yeah, so those things do happen. Like this time, I think in this tour, I don't know, but in Kashmir to Kanyakumari, you were much like hurried. You were saying that. So in that time, how far do you think? Like, did you take risks that you shouldn't have taken in hindsight, or do you have close calls in your tours?
Close calls, only one. I'll tell you that. But the risk was, it was not the riding. Kashmir to Kanyakumari is a very easy ride. Mm-hmm. It's a very easy ride, nothing to do. And that too, if you're on a Triumph, it's nothing. You don't feel it because it's such a smooth bike.
And the roads? How about the roads?
Roads are nice. Everywhere. Only the roads are bad is after, while going Jaipur to Indore, I did a mistake. I took the shortcut through Kota. That was the biggest mistake I did. Horrible road. I should have gone from Udaipur. But then I followed Google Auntie. That's where I went wrong. Other than that,
Lesson number 1, do not follow Google.
No, you
do you
follow
have
everywhere.
other GPS systems like Map My India or anything?
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
When I started touring, there was no Google. There was no maps that anyone would refer to. All that map, everything, we will go ahead and check it out on a big sheet of paper and keep it here.
See, now today's generation, they will not do it. Map का ऐसा है कि see, it was a simple thing. When you put the destination, you zoom it, you check everywhere, and then okay, ho gaya. Now you follow. What I did in Kolkata, I blindly follow Google. See, Google is not wrong all the time. Once or twice, it will be wrong. But then once or twice, it will take you to some gaon.
I never got to thank you about referring me to that guy called Bharat. He did call me. You're probably forgetting again. He's the guy who has a Triumph from Kolkata. You actually referred him to me. He wanted to shoot some like promotional video with you, but because you're from Mumbai.
I always do it.
Yeah.
I always referred your name, Augie's name, Pratik's name. Whenever I think that you guys can do it, I always say. See, I'll tell you, as a motor vlogger, we all are a family. I know that you are not really a motor vlogging. You're kind of a motor journalist. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. You're working hard. You're a solo YouTuber, and it's about that personal life. I don't like anybody. I don't like you. I don't like anyone. My personal life.
Yeah.
But when it's come to
But
working
you
hard,
do like your personal friends.
yeah, that's why I have very few friends. I have very few friends.
Okay.
Okay, but when it's come to working hard, I don't distinguish that okay, I don't like him personally for this reason, but he's working hard. You're working hard. You are a good person for me if you work hard. If you don't work hard, and if you are a bad person, then you're an idiot.
And specifically, there is something when you're working hard, you have kind of develop a respect for somebody else who's doing the same hard work. Maybe in a different way, but that
Yes.
mutual respect, the professionalism comes into play, I think,
Yes, always. It comes.
beyond everything. And I think more of like this, never wanted to address this, but I think the people who are more getting into all the negativity are the people who are not working hard. Because if they were working hard, trust me, they'd never have that chance or let's just say the urge to.
No, but I don't think there's any negativity in motor vlogging. There is no negativity. I've never seen any negativity.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, because motor vlogging is very clean. I've never seen anyone talking bad.
I mean, that you haven't seen, but my subscribers definitely know. Okay, my
No.
cameraman's getting a little impatient, so he's asking me to wrap things up.
They're very hard. Motor vlogging, no problem. Audience is the king.
Yeah.
Agreed? Doesn't matter how hard work you have given. Doesn't matter how much knowledge you have. But if audience doesn't like you, they don't like you. For me, I make grammar mistake. I stammer a lot. I sometimes, I do I do a lot of mistakes. But then audience are kind enough to like me because I am a human being. I make mistakes, and that's what makes me a human being. Okay, so you're nice because Chamala is nice. Everyday India is nice. OGF is nice. I don't remember anyone else who's motor vlogger. Were you the first motor vlogger? No, sorry.
No, I'm not.
Everyday India was the first motor vlogger.
I wouldn't want to go too much into it. Anyways,
Doesn't matter who is the first motor vlogger. Anyways, continue.
it doesn't
really
matter
matter.
actually because
Bazinga.
it is- Actually, I know the first motor vlogger. If you want to know,
it's okay.
M13. He's the first motor
Okay.
vlogger. Yeah, M13 is the first motor vlogger in the
Actually,
entire world.
The end. We're
And
talking about ending it.
No, I said don't talk about haters now.
नहीं.
It's fine.
You don't put this. मैं तो मजाक कर रहा हूँ. I'll tell you which part to put. Okay, listen.
but you, my subscribers, know that I give you stuff unfiltered, so I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I'm agreeing to his cuts.
Don't put this part.
Which part?
Don't put this part when I was praising someone very nice.
So
Unedited part. Unedited
no,
part.
it's not gonna be unedited, but definitely I want you guys to know the inside story. Let's just call it the inside story. So, anyways, we're gonna wrap it up. Definitely want to continue it for a longer period of time, but these guys are getting hungry and they have to go. You'd have to roll. So, anyways, the thing is, we're wrapping it up with Mumbiker Nikhil and Fuzz Rights. It was nice having them over here in Kolkata. Maybe we would continue this some other day in some other city. Maybe I'll visit any one of their cities and we can continue this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you very, very soon. And hope I get to see myself in both of their channels as well.
Hey, once again, why do you say write with Rahul.com all the time? People don't. Do you like it? Okay. If you want Rahul Mazumdar to stop saying, hi, this is Rahul from writewithrahul.com, comment down below. Don't say write with Rahul.com.
Actually, it gets some the technical reason of
No,
why
I'm
I
saying
say
as a normal guy. No negativity. Just, it sounds very robotic.
the reason I say it though is a clean reason. I want you guys
You guys to visit and
visit the website. Of course, there's some articles.
say it once in
yeah.
a blue moon. Unedited.
Recently, I've heard that you have to do something called the bell me, or you don't get any. What do you call it?
No,
Notification.
you
Notifications.
get a notification, but not instant notification.
No, I some of my subscribers and even
And you open YouTube.
yeah.
Manually.
I mean, yeah, but sometimes I'm just missing channels I love without that bell. So, you know, if you're watching Bell, three of us. Oh, if you don't know, I'll just put a screenshot on how to do it. Yeah. Right beside the subscribe button, so PewDiePie calls it the double subscribe, the bell. Anyways, you'll figure that out. Anyway, we're wrapping it up. Thanks for watching. See you very, very soon. This is Rahul. Goodbye. Yeah.
It looks
Bad. Let's just admit it.
It looks like, I don't know, weird.
Yeah.
For some it's
We
good. For
tried, taking a little bit of Suzuki theme of Hayabusa,
Yeah.
attaching
it
it
doesn't
over
have
there.
any power only.
No power, no mileage. Forget about the mileage.
And Inazuma.
And Inazuma. That
What is
weird
Inazuma? ये नाम क्या है Inazuma?
name. It was really a weird.
I mean, if you ride a bike with Inazuma, you should begin by saying Konnichiwa. You know? Presenting Inazuma, Konnichiwa. That looks cool.